married in the summer of 2009, and in May of 2012, we had our first daughter, Lainey. Life was pretty typical as a new young family. We enjoyed spending time at home. We found a church that we loved and a community group, and made some friends that we grew really close to.
In February 2013, we were pregnant with our second child. We were very excited to find out the gender, but when we found out that we were having a girl, we also found out she was very sick.
Our daughter, who we named Emma Grace, was diagnosed with fetal hydrops. It's a condition where her body accumulated fluid, so her organs couldn't grow properly, and also caused a dangerous amount of pressure on her heart. We had extensive testing done, but the cause of the hydrops was never found, so our doctor gave her a 10% chance of surviving.
We prayed about it together. We asked our families to pray, and we reached out to our community group to pray as well. Not hours later, our group leader called and said that he was coming over and that they wanted to pray over us. It was a very powerful moment.
We all cried together, and Justin and I knew that we weren't in this alone. Although we had a lot of fear about Emma's future, we both had an overwhelming peace about moving forward with the surgery.
The surgery was successful. The shunts kept the fluid out for about 12 weeks until the doctor said that we had to go in and deliver her prematurely.
There were quite a few ups and downs during Emma's stay in the NICU. One day in particular, Emma had gotten so sick that the doctors didn't think she was going to make it through the day. Justin came from work, and we prayed and begged God not to take our daughter from us. I remember one moment in particular when I was praying, and I was just angry and asking God why and begging him, and I don't know how, but I heard his voice just telling me to let go. He knew exactly how I felt watching my child suffer. He had watched his own son suffer, and in that moment I was just able to let go of all of the control I was holding on to, and just trust in him and whatever his plan would be for Emma.
Our community group was like a second family to us. They gave us countless meals through these months, and they showed a sincerity of how they cared for us.
The relationships that we developed through our community group really encouraged me through this time. They provided a safe place for me to just let out all of my emotions, good and bad, that I was feeling. They let me be me, and just provided gentle encouragement to continue the fight that we were in. After Emma came home from the hospital, we were adjusting to life as a family of four, and I remember driving away from the hospital, both of us just had tears running down our cheeks, just finally it's happening. We already had a 15-month-old baby, so we're just adding another one, and juggling was a little crazy, but it was also a lot of fun.
As we started to look back, we were so grateful for what our community group had done. There's just times that we couldn't have made it through without people being so intentional as they were to help us and make sure that we got through this. It was something that I think we both strongly agreed that, we want other people to experience this. We want people to be able to experience these kind of relationships.
We knew we wanted to take a step further in our faith, and we had heard a message at church along with the verse Matthew 6:24 about you can't serve God and money, you can't serve two masters. We knew that we wanted to serve God, but we just didn't know what that would look like for us.
In the face of all this debt and being a natural saver, and also a family with just a single income, we decided that we were going to be courageous, and we were going to trust God and not trust ourselves, and that we wanted to start giving to our local church because of the experiences that we had. I started to notice that we didn't miss the money, and also my heart started to change, and I started seeing how my money was, and I started to realign my priorities, that this wasn't just me that was providing this income, that God was actually providing for us.
Going through something serious with your child brings a whole different perspective on life. We wouldn't wish this upon anybody, but we also wouldn't change it. We're thankful that through such a devastating and pivotal circumstance that God surrounded us with these incredible relationships in our community group, and that He used that to strengthen our faith, and to be able to trust Him with our finances.